All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Zachary Handlos. I'm in EAS. And speaking of the Sustainable Cities minor, one of the classes that you can take for that minor is the class I'm going to talk about this morning. By the way, one thing I got to get out, and I'm sorry this is a pet peeve thing, this Earth is a seasonless Earth because it is not tilted at a 23.5-degree angle. So there are no seasons as it rotates around. Okay, but joking aside. So I'm here this morning to talk about a class that Dr. Emily Weigel from Biological Sciences and I are co-teaching this semester called Extreme Atlanta, Climate Change and Urban Spaces. And this is part of the Sustainable Cities minor. It's a 3-credit course. We meet 3 times a week. We have 2 lectures and we have 1 lab. And the lab is where we do a lot of our fun activities. This is a project-based interdisciplinary course, which are 2 sets of buzzwords that educators in STEM love to hear. So interdisciplinary is great because we know that climate change, which is arguably the greatest challenge to society in the 21st century, is an interdisciplinary problem that requires interdisciplinary solutions. Secondly, and this is more for sort of the educational side of things, it's project-based. So we don't have any exams, no quizzes. You don't do that in real life when you're solving sustainability problems. You go out in the field and you do stuff or you do some modeling, and that's what this class is all about. So this class is structured as 3 separate modules named air, water, and land. And in the air unit, this is kind of more the EAS side of things. I should mention that this is a class that's cross-listed with EAS and biology, given the 2 instructors' interests. In the air unit, we focused a lot on air quality, specifically in the Atlanta area. For water, we took some field trips to Proctor Creek and took some water samples, specifically in the Grove Park neighborhood, where there's a lot of transition going on, including a project known as the Greenway Project. And then for our last unit that's coming up, actually the last 5 weeks of the semester, for land, we're going to be helping Georgia Tech come up with sort of their wildlife plan or sort of wildlife management, and that's something that we're working on developing right now that we're going to try to roll out for next week. So how this class works is that for each of the modules, students conduct a mini research project. So they come up with their own research question or hypothesis. We put them in the EAS van or the biology van. We go out and collect some data, and they come back and they write a couple different documents about this and give a presentation that is formatted to be as if they were presenting at a conference. So the research paper is about 4 pages or so. The part that I also like that we implemented in this class is we also require them to write a 1-page plain language or policymaker summary of their research, because the important thing about the science that we're doing is that we get the general public to understand what we're talking about, which sometimes can be difficult for non-science people when they read research papers, if they even think about reading research papers. So, and then of course the presentation aspect gives them practice with oral communication. So we go on field trips in this class. So Proctor Creek was one of those examples. We actually took a visit to Agnes Scott College near Decatur and learned about some of the sustainability solutions that they're going through at their university. We are also taking, for fun, on Halloween, we're actually, as part of our introduction to the land unit and land usage, we're going to a cemetery to talk about the effects of land usage in cemeteries, so that'll be kind of fun. Hopefully there's no ghosts or anything out there. So, and then we also have a variety of guest speakers that come in to visit. So we had one individual who came in to talk about the Green New Deal. We've had a local politician who's come in to talk about the political side of kind of addressing sustainability issues with the public. Ruthie Yao from SLS came in to talk about kind of the SLS program as well, too, to kind of promote why this course is important and how it connects to SLS initiatives. I should also mention, too, that this is a linked course. So as part of that linked course, this is why we've been doing some work in Grove Park and Proctor Creek, because there's been some initiatives in the community to help kind of clean up that area. So, and so our goal is that, again, this is a project-based class. It's getting the students a chance to get their hands dirty, collect some data, go through the research process, but also think about solutions for a variety of problems with respect to the intersection between climate change and urbanization in the greater Atlanta community. So one thing I wanted to say and kind of make an announcement is that we do wish to teach this class again. So if any of you find this sort of topic interesting or want to get involved, either as a guest speaker to come in and talk with the students, could be this semester maybe, or next year when we try to teach this again, or have some ideas for projects that you want to link to this course, feel free to come talk to me. I'll be around for a little bit. Then I have to run off for class probably a little after noon. So, and I just wanted to thank Dr. Kim Cobb and SLS for funding to help get this class started. Todd Mitchney, who is a professor in HSOC, also helped us with getting a lot of historical papers about urbanization history in Atlanta and the intersection with climate change. And then Emily, I don't think is here this morning, but I want to thank her for all of her hard work with this class, and she set up a lot of the tours and the activities for this. She's a really fantastic instructor for those of you that have been able to interact with her if you've been lucky enough on campus. So thanks again, and come find me in the back if you want to talk more about this class. So thank you.